What is the effective date of the Federal Decree Law No. 45 of 2021 on the protection of personal data (PDPL) in the UAE? A. January 1, 2020. B. January 2, 2022. C. December 31, 2021. D. January 1, 2023. Correct answer B. January 2, 2022. To whom does the PDPL apply? A. Only entities within the UAE. B. Only entities outside the UAE. C. Entities both within and outside the UAE, processing data of UAE residents. D. Entities processing data of non-residents only. Correct answer C. Entities both within and outside the UAE, processing data of UAE residents. What defines personal data under the PDPL? A. Any information relating to an identified or identifiable legal entity. B. Any information relating to an identified or identifiable natural person. C. Publicly available information. D. Anonymized data. Correct answer B. Any information relating to an identified or identifiable natural person. Which of the following is considered sensitive personal data under the PDPL? A. Name and address. B. Political opinions. C. Email addresses. D. Telephone numbers. Correct answer B. Political opinions. What basis for data processing is not mentioned in the PDPL? A. Consent. B. Contractual necessity. C. Public interest. D. Marketing interests. Correct answer D. Marketing interests. Which right does the PDPL grant to data subjects? A. Right to data portability. B. Right to unlimited data storage. C. Right to erasure under certain conditions. D. Right to process data without consent. Correct answer C. Right to erasure under certain conditions. What is required for cross-border data transfer under the PDPL? A. Transfer to any country without conditions. B. Transfer to countries with a lower level of data protection. C. Transfer to jurisdictions deemed to have an adequate level of protection. D. Only transfer within the GCC countries. Correct answer C. Transfer to jurisdictions deemed to have an adequate level of protection. What role is mandated by the PDPL for certain organizations? A. Chief Technology Officer. B. Data Protection Officer. C. Chief Privacy Officer. D. Data Analyst. Correct answer B. Data Protection Officer. What is not a consequence of violating the PDPL? A. Public apology. B. Penalties and fines. C. Sanctions on entities. D. Mandatory data protection training. Correct answer A. Public apology. Under the PDPL, who is responsible for determining jurisdictions with an adequate level of data protection for cross-border transfers? A. The UAE Ministry of Economy. B. The individual data subject. C. The UAE's Data Protection Authority. D. The Data Controller. Correct answer C. The UAE's Data Protection Authority. What does PDPL emphasize for data controllers to ensure data security? A. Only digital measures. B. Only physical measures. C. Adoption of technical and organizational measures. D. Usage of strong passwords only. Correct answer C. Adoption of technical and organizational measures. Which of the following is not a legal ground for data processing under the PDPL? A. Legitimate interests. B. The data subject's age. C. Protection of vital interests. D. Legal obligation. Correct answer B. The data subject's age. How does the PDPL address the processing of children's data? A. It allows processing without additional safeguards. B. It does not specifically address children's data. C. It requires parental consent for processing children's data. D. It completely prohibits the processing of children's data. Correct answer B. It does not specifically address children's data. What is the PDPL's stance on data minimization? A. Encourages collection of as much data as possible. B. Does not mention data minimization. C. Requires that data collected is adequate, relevant, and limited to what is necessary. D. Allows data maximization for analytical purposes. Correct answer C. Requires that data collected is adequate, relevant, and limited to what is necessary. In the context of the PDPL, what is the significance of consent as a legal basis for processing? A. It is the only legal basis for processing personal data. B. It is considered a weak basis and rarely used. C. It must be explicit, informed, and freely given. D. Consent is not recognized under the PDPL. Correct answer, C. It must be explicit, informed, and freely given. What mechanism does the PDPL allow for international data transfer apart from adequacy decisions? A. Verbal agreements between states. B. Standard contractual clauses or other legal mechanisms. C. Data transfer without any conditions. D. Transfer based on international treaties only. Correct answer, B. Standard contractual clauses or other legal mechanisms. How does the PDPL define the role of a Data Protection Officer, DPO? A. Optional role for all organizations. B. Required for entities not processing personal data. C. Mandatory for entities engaged in specific types of data processing activities. D. Only required for international organizations. Correct answer, C. Mandatory for entities engaged in specific types of data processing activities. What does the PDPL say about the accuracy of personal data? A. It must be completely accurate and, where necessary, kept up to date. B. Accuracy is not the responsibility of the data controller. C. Personal data accuracy is optional. D. Only sensitive personal data must be accurate. Correct answer, A. It must be completely accurate and, where necessary, kept up to date.